Hi, yogis. I'm Samantha. This is Balancing Act, and we're going to roll through a 30-minute flow. So, step to the front of your mats with me. Take a deep breath in and reach to the sky. Separate your toes really, really wide. Squeeze your glutes. Drop your shoulders. Drop your chin just a little bit to lengthen the back of your neck. Find your drishti, which is a focal point out in front of you on the floor, 3 to 5 feet away, just something to look at to help your balance and stability. Get your body in alignment and activate your hands. Separate them really wide. Feel that webbing beneath your fingers, just stretching out. I want you to sweep your arms all the way to the side and come right into a squat. So sitting down in your chair, Utkatasana. Squeeze your glutes here, pull your shoulders back and down, and just activate your lower body and your arms here. Pull your shoulders back and down. We don't want them earrings hanging off your ears. Deep breaths and let it go. Forward fold, nice soft knees. Inhale, come back into your Utkatasana. Pull the shoulders back and down. Activating the lower body. Squeeze your glutes here. Press your knees together. Press down through the base of the big toes. Sweep your arms behind you. Clasp them together and pull back. Open up the chest and let it fall. Just gently, I want you to still, if this is hard to balance like this, separate your feet so that you have a little more stability. And open up the shoulders. Letting the blood rush to your head here, filling up your sinuses. And sweep the arms. Come back into your chair. You can leave your feet how they are. They're a little bit more like hip distance apart now. Inhale and exhale, forward fold. Very nice. That was just a quick, deep activation in our thighs, our quads, and our hamstrings. We've got our hands interlaced into our elbows here. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your knees are nice and soft, and you're in a gentle forward fold here. Bend your knees as much as you need to for this first forward fold. And just rock side to side. Stay here for just a second while I set my timer that I forgot to set. Very nice. And drop your hands to the floor. Step your feet back and land in your down dog. Pedal out this dog as you pull your shoulders away from your ears. Move your tailbone towards the back wall and pedal it out. You can do a little motion with your hands here. Separate your fingers, not hip distance apart. Separate your fingers. And just keep moving through this down dog. Whatever feels good here. Lift up on your tippy toes and swivel your feet to the left and drop them back down. Pull back. As you're pulling back here, I don't want you to think about pulling your tailbone back diagonally. I want you to think about pulling this hip towards the back wall. So just pull back in the direction of the back of your mat. And lift up nice and high on your tippy toes, swivel it around, drop the heels, and pull your left hip back towards the back of your mat. You'll feel a nice stretch down the outside of your left leg. It's not an easy place to stretch. This is a nice way to get there. And lift up nice and high, swivel back, and drop the heels toward the mat. Knees come down. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and arch and round. Arch and round. Arch and round. Very nice. Extend the right hand in front of you. Extend the left leg behind you and lift. Then I want you to reach your right hand around, just touch your toes, extend it back, and drop it down. Straight legs, straight arms. Lift, touch, extend, and drop. Lift, touch, extend, and drop. Keep moving through these. We're activating the back, the glutes, the shoulders. The back of your neck is still nice and long. Lift, touch, extend, and drop it. Very nice. Now bring that left knee in and extend it behind you. Bring it in, extend it behind you. Now let's add the right arm. Reach the right arm, elbow to knee and extend. Elbow to knee and extend. 2 more. Extend, touch and extend. Good. Reach it out. Hold it here for just a minute and reach. Deep breaths. Lift it a little bit higher and drop it down. Relax. Very nice. Come back into your cat-cows. Arch and round. Arch and round. Very nice. Extend the left arm in front of you, the right leg behind you, and lift everything up here. Nice and strong, activating the back. And then I want you to sweep that left arm behind you and touch your toes and extend and drop. Lift, touch, extend, and drop. Lift, touch, extend, and drop. Lift. Keep moving through these at your own pace. Really activating that right glute. 1 more like this. Lift, touch, extend, and drop it. And then bring that knee in towards your nose and extend it back. Knee to your nose, extend it back. Knee to nose, extend it back. And then let's add the arm. Elbow to knee, extend. Elbow to knee, extend. Elbow to knee, extend. Last one, and then we're going to hold it. A little moment under tension and lift it up 1 inch higher and relax it down. Very good. Give me some more cat-cows. Really round that back and arch. Round it and move your tailbone all the way back to your heels. Coming back up, arch. Tailbone to heels and arch. Keep coming down. Bring those toes up and just drop your hips. Give me a nice little hip flexor stretch here. Squeeze your glutes. Press your hip flexors down towards your mat. And then press back down dog. Beautiful. Raise that right leg. Bring it nice and slowly. Plant it between your hands. Drop the left knee. Inhale up to a nice crescent and drop it down. I want you to flex your front and bend your back knee and lunge and flex it and lunge it. Flex it and lunge it and bring that right leg back into your down dog. Take a couple breaths here. Left leg extends and then pulls all the way through, plants between your hands. Drop the right knee on top of the toes and arms come up, crescent and down. And same thing on this side. Flex that left foot and bend the back leg and then come into your runner's lunge. 1 more time and then the left leg comes back into your down dog. Beautiful. We're warming up the body, activating everything. Take a stroll to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Knees are soft, never hyperextended. And roll up 1 vertebrae at a time to standing. Arms continue coming up to the sky and drop it down. Inhale, lift. Put that back leg, right leg behind you again. Come up to your crescent. Arms come down. Give me rocking back and forth here into your lunge and your reverse lunge. And lift the right arm open. And lift the left arm open. Twist it out. And the left leg comes back. Very good. Come into your plank pose and slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful. Right leg comes between the hands. Inhale all the way up. Exhale down. Rock it back and forth. Rock it. Lunge and reverse. Lunge and reverse. Now open up the left arm. Open up the chest here. Big chest opener, and then take the twist. Right arm comes up. And then I want you to just spring forward. Left foot meets your right. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. And come all the way up, flat back if you want to, or you can round it and dive down. Inhale, lift. Left leg comes back. Drop that knee, untuck the toes. Come up to your crescent and all the way down. Rock it back and forth. Lunge and reverse. Lunge and reverse. Right hand plants, left arm opens. Deep breath. On the exhale, drop the left hand and raise the right into your twist. And drop the right hand. Bring that right leg back. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg raises and comes between your hands. Come on up to your crescent and drop it down. Reverse lunge and lunge. Reverse lunge and lunge. Keep nice activation in your lower body here. So you're activating and you're stretching at the same time. And left hand plants, raise the right, open up that chest. Move that right heel toward the back wall. And switch, right hand comes down, left arm comes up, take a twist. Very nice. And walk that right leg to your left. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Rise up to standing. And dive back down. Inhale, lift. This time both feet are going to come back into your plank. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Very nice. Raise that right leg. Keep the hip nice and dropped here. That right hip just wants to fall. I want you to just drop it nice and low. And then flex the foot really strong and try to stamp it on that back wall. Let the head and neck be soft. And the left knee has a micro bend in it. Inhale, and on the exhale, drag that knee toward your nose and crunch all the way up. And press it back. Stamp that back wall. Bring it in and crunch. And stamp. Crunch, knee to nose. Stamp it back. And the right leg plants. Very good. Take a big twist here. Right arm raises. Pull that right hip back in space. Also your left heel moving toward the back wall. Beautiful. We're going to come right into triangle pose from here. So I want you to straighten the leg, drop the right hand, pivot the back foot, and open up into triangle. Got to adjust those tights. Reach up, really lift through the kneecaps in your triangle pose. If your kneecaps are relaxed, lift them up. Open up the chest, lean back. Against your back is your wall here in your triangle pose, and you want to try to see if you can get your body in one straight plane of space. Okay, nothing's jutting out in front of you or behind you. Tuck those hips underneath you, and then take your hand here, push it behind you, and see if you can give me a little half bind, grabbing the flesh on your right thigh. Use that leverage to pull your shoulder open and open the chest a little bit more. Deep breath. Now bend your front knee and come into peaceful warrior, but keep the hand here. So you have that half bind remaining and you're reaching the right arm over the right ear behind you. And cartwheel the whole thing down. Bring the right leg back, slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Left leg raises. Drop the left hip. Micro bend in the right knee. Plant your foot against the back wall. Really stamp it back there. And then bend the knee and drag it to your nose and crunch. Stamp. Flexed foot when you press it back. Stamp it. Knee to nose. Stamp it back and plant the foot between your hands. Beautiful. Right hand comes to the mat, left arm raises. Open up your chest here. Take a nice big twist. Right heel moving towards the back wall. Squeeze your glutes together. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. And then we're going to come right into our triangle. So bring the left hand down, plants, fingertips, or it can come to your hand, it can come to your foot, it can come to your shin. You can also use a block. It's a wonderful place to bring the floor a little bit closer to you in your triangle. So find the placement of your left hand that works the best for you. And then open up your body into your Trikonasana. Right hand reaches toward the sky. Really press down through the base of your big toe on your left foot, because I know your left foot's trying to roll to the outside edge, and we want to really press down consciously. And when you do that, when you press down through this toe, you'll feel an activation on the whole inside of your left leg. Flip the hand over, push it back behind you, and grab the flesh on your left thigh. Use that leverage, grabbing your thigh to pull your right shoulder open a little bit wider and open up the chest. Squeeze your glutes, lift up through the kneecaps, press down through the big toe of your left, and then bend the left knee. Sweep the left arm up and over into your peaceful warrior with the half bind. Your gaze is wherever it's comfortable here. Just take a few breaths and then cartwheel it all the way down. Left leg comes down. Chaturanga. Up dog and down dog. Beautiful. Pedal out your dog. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Press through the base of the index fingers. And take a few breaths here. Inhale, right leg comes up. Open up the hip here. Make some big circles with your right leg. Get that hip mobility. Move that hip socket all the way around in its joint and then the opposite direction. I like to point my toe in this. Keep that foot really activated. And then bend the knee and drag it nice and slowly to your outside elbow. See if you can make them touch. And then push back pointed toes. Knee to elbow, outside, and push back. Knee to elbow, push back, and bring the foot forward, comes between your hands. Take your twist. Inhale, exhale, and into your triangle pose. Your hand comes wherever it works for you. Open up the left arm to the sky. Lift up through those kneecaps. Push the air away behind you and grab the flesh on your right thigh. Opening up the chest, getting your body in one straight plane of space. And bend the front knee. Right arm sweeps up and over into your peaceful warrior. Now from here, we're going to go into half moon and we're going to keep the bind. So extend the right arm over. I'm going to scoot back on my mat a little bit. Tent the right hand in front, 45-degree angle away, and lift up that back foot into your half moon. See if you can hold on to this half bind. Flex that back foot as it raises up, opening up the chest. Lift up the kneecap on the right leg as well and keep a little micro bend in it. Now, if you can, bend this leg. If you can't do this, what I want you to do is just hold your half moon and you can raise your arm up. If you want to, I'm losing my balance. Reach back and grab your left foot for a little candy cane. Stretch that front of your left thigh. Open up all those quads. There are 4 of them. And breathe. Awesome. Let it go. Left arm comes up. And drop the left hand here. Square off those hips. Okay, take that pressure off your right leg. With the hips are nice and square now. You're dropping the left hip. And just give me some pulses here. Relax the head and neck. And just focus on your left glute here. Right leg is micro bended, has lots of support. It shouldn't be struggling here. Awesome. And then I want you to just reach that left leg back nice and far. Come up into a high lunge. And everything comes back down. Beautiful. Slowly lower. Inhale up dog. Exhale down dog. Pedal it out. Inhale that left leg up. Open up the hip and make some big circles. Nice big circles. And the other direction. Beautiful. Left knee bends, drags nice and slowly, kisses your left elbow. Press it back, pointed toe. Left knee, left elbow. Press back. Left knee, left elbow. Press back. Left foot plants between your hands. Right hand to the mat. Left arm open. Take a big twist. I don't know if I've ever taught a yoga class that didn't include this pose. I do this every day. It's my favorite. Drop the left hand, pivot the back foot, and right arm comes to the sky. Big triangle pose. Take up as much space as you can here. Lift up through the kneecaps. Push the airway behind you and grab the flesh on the inside of your left thigh. Open up the chest. Really activate those legs, lifting up through the kneecaps. Deep breaths. Left leg bends. Left arm sweeps over the head back into your peaceful warrior and reach. Keep the half bind. Left knee and left hand are moving away from each other, like someone's pulling your left knee and pulling your left arm in opposite directions. Beautiful. We're going to come into our half moon here. I'm going to scoot back on my mat. And everything comes down. Keep the half bind. Hop up on that right. And the right leg just floats up. Try to keep that half bind. If you can't, then just raise the right arm to the sky. Right leg is strong and right foot is flexed. Really lean into those fingertips. That tented hand on your left, that's where you're going to get your stability in this pose. It's totally fine to just rely on that. And then bend the right leg, reach back and grab it for candy cane. Open up those quads. And don't forget to breathe. Beautiful. Right arm comes down to the mat. Right hip squares off. And give me some pulses. A little bit of love to that right glute, your right butt cheek. Let's see if we can make it strong. Grr. Just lift it, little baby, like a little bar class for your beautiful. Now we're going to take that right leg and we're going to reach it way far back behind us. Come up into a high lunge for one more booty burn. And the hands come down. Slowly lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Press back into your down dog here. Lift up nice and high on your tippy toes again. And from the start of your shoulders, I want you to ripple roll all the way down into a big up dog. Untuck the toes. Keep the thighs off the floor. And arch back. Squeeze your glutes. Pull the shoulders away from your ears as far as you can make them go. And press back. Let's do that one more time. Nice and high on the tippy toes, ripple rolling forward from the shoulders all the way down the back. Untuck the toes without touching the thighs to the ground. And squeeze everything. Open up this chest, open up the back. And press back. Very nice. Raise that right leg again. Bring it all the way through and plant the foot. Take your twist. Plant the back foot. Come up into your triangle. And take your bind. Now I want you to just come right forward into your half moon with the bind. And then I want you to take the hand, drop it to the floor, square off the hips, bend the left knee, and tuck it behind your standing leg. Coming to the floor in a seated position. You're in a seated twist here. Raise the arms up. Inhale, drop the shoulders and reach the right arm behind you. Left elbow hooks on the right knee and twist. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. All right, take your right hand, your right foot, reach it back behind you. And just a moment in your pigeon pose here. Find your pigeon, get on top of both of those hips. Upper body is in an up dog. And just breathe here for a moment. I know you're feeling this in your hip. Just breathe into the joint and your right hip flexor. I know this is stretching out a lot on your right side as well. Tuck your back toe and your left leg comes to the sky. Left leg pulls all the way forward and plants between your hands. Take a twist. Awesome. Come into your Trikonasana. Drop the back foot. Raise the right arm. Sweep the hand behind you. Grab your left thigh and step into your half moon. Very nice. Just flex that foot and then unwrap your hand, bring it to the floor, square off the hips and bend the upper leg, tuck it behind you and come to a seated position. Your left leg is over your right this time. Your left leg is up and the arms come up and take this twist. Left arm reaches behind you, right elbow. Use it to twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. And both hands come in front of you. Left leg sweeps behind you into your pigeon pose. Very nice. So just experience this hip opener in your right hip and your left hip flexors. If it's yelling at you and it wants you to stop, just breathe into those spaces. And make sure you're not just collapsed over here on your right hip. Also, I want you to be more on top of both hips. So you're really bringing this left hip down and forward. And that means getting off of your right hip. Open up the chest. Upper body's in an up dog position here. Tuck the back toes and let the right leg reach all the way up to the sky for a little counter stretch. And bring it back down to your down dog. Awesome. I want you to ripple roll for me one more time all the way down to the mat. Reach the arms in front of you, sweep them behind, grab the tops of your feet, and pull your body up into a bow. This can be small, this can be big. This is a nice chest opener, back bender. Really gives you a beautiful stretch of the shoulders and underneath the arms. So kind of just move around a little bit in this and find what feels good. Be sure you're squeezing your glutes nice and tight and your toes are activated. Your neck should be nice and long, I don't want your neck tweaked like this. So just neck should be nice and long. And drop it down. Bring the tailbone all the way back to the feet. Stretch out the lower back. Come back into your down dog. You can crouch like a tiger and hop all the way through, or just walk. I just want you to end up here on your back. Bring the knees in, make some circles with the knees to the left and to the right. Awesome. Let's go right into our spinal twist. Right knee comes in, hug it in nice and tight, and then pull it over to the left side. Reach the right arm out. Think about your right hand and your right hand and your right knee moving in opposite directions away from each other to really wring out the spine. Come back on your back, hug in the knee, switch sides, left knee comes in, and take that twist. Left knee, left hand moving away from each other. And you're looking over your left shoulder. Knee comes back in, give it a nice hug. And extend the left leg. Let everything go. Bring the tops of your hands to the floor. Drop the chin. Back of the neck is nice and long. And just let everything go. Thank you for taking care of yourself today. I hope this is a nice start to your day or a beautiful end to your day. And enjoy your Shavasana. See you next time.